Okay, folks, I want to prove a point. So, a lot of people were complaining that the batteries are too small. There's always workarounds, okay? The workaround that I found, which best suits me, is I got me bases, 100 watt external power bank. It's a PD power direct or power delivered, and it's great for Canon cameras. And I've shot for over an hour of pictures and video of the neighborhood next to me with full of deer. So just to prove a point, I'm going to show you how, and it was 100% when I went out. Okay, I haven't turned it off. I still have it plugged into the R8. So let's take a look at it. I take it out real easy. If I can get it out. It was hard to get it in the first place. And it's still on. I think what it is I never got rid of this card for this bag. Okay, there it is. Yeah. And this is the BP130 bag, by the way. Okay. So, if I can get it out. It's warm. There we go. Almost. Sorry, I hit the mic. There we go. Now, I don't know if you can see that. That's 87 degrees. Okay. I mean, 87. So, a little bit over an hour. And let's see if I can see it. There we go. 87. Okay. And just to prove a point, I'll take it out of my camera bag here. The camera. Make sure I don't knock over the microphone. And back out the 16 millimeter dummy battery. That's all I need. I have it. Yeah, I had it on lock. I didn't have it turned off, folks. But you see, it's still on. I have batteries, 100%. And yeah, it turned off. Okay. So it turns off when it's not active. And I turn it on. You can see. And plus the fact, I've had a lot of pictures, videos. Trying to get this bird on 16 millimeter, trying different settings, vlogging, deers. So I'm going to show all that on this video. So you just turn it off. Sensor cleaning. Open it up. This should turn off shortly. There we go. See, that's what I like about the dummy battery. And you just open it up. Take out the card. And I usually just close the case. It goes on. Let it go off immediately. My 28 card, P90. And let's see what I can do real quick. Go here, here. I'm going to open up my NX Studio. I'm going to move it to the other screen. down too. Alright, desktop dock. Okay. So, we go to share. Share. Okay, here we go. So, I make it full screen. There's NX Studio. You can see the pictures. This is with the R8, 6K, 28 millimeters. Okay, just doing some shots. If I see, that's at 40%. If I do it at 100%, you can see some pictures of my family. It looks like a little out of focus, folks. Okay, sorry about that, but anyhow, let's go to the next picture. Now this is a JPEG. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you how dark it can get. I can brighten it up, but it was pretty dark in the room. Now let's get to some pictures of the deer that I took. And this was in a 28 millimeter also again. This program doesn't tell me, it's 160 shutter speed at f8, okay? Doesn't tell me what mode I was in. Probably in either A+ movie or A+. If I do 100%, move down, there you go. I don't see much noise, but the deer look great. And I have the mic over here. Okay, I hope that's better. I was noticing something was wrong. Sorry about that. So, there's a deer. Same thing. They moved off a little bit. And I can go, let's see, plus. There you go. How's that? You can see deer in the background, by the way. Okay? This is still at the 28 millimeter. This is an f2.8 lens, and it's 1/60 shutter speed at f8. So these are two males. You see their antlers, and I think this is a young male. Okay, you can still see his spots. I don't know when they become full grown. I don't know if it's 1 year or 2 years, but they're growing pretty fast. And I'll scroll here. So here's the mama and her baby. And this is the 400 millimeter. So I took the 100 to 400 millimeter out. If we go to 100%, you can see the bokeh and the deer in the background. But look how sharp the mama and the baby is. Isn't that neat? I go to 100%. It's still sharp, folks. I mean, yeah, it's a little blurry right there, but that's a good shot. And look at the bouquet back there. They're not the best, but 1 to 400 is no slouch for a cheap zoom lens, all right? And I'll go back to original size. So here's, I'm just going to go speed to it real quick, okay? There's a deer. Now, this is what I want to show you. If I do at 100%, okay, the tree is in focus, but you can actually see the deer also. But you can see what's in focus, all right? And then I realized I had it on human instead of animal. So I've corrected that. But you see, the trees got in the way, and I just want to show you with this at 400 millimeters. And this is 1/800th at f9. Okay? Shutter speed. But the branch is in focus. And then if we go back here, same thing. Okay? Let me just... You can see what's in focus in this type. And I try to get the deer. I'm still practicing. The fence, the tree. I got to do some spot focus, which I didn't do. But the shadows and stuff, I think it's excellent. If I do 100%, you can still see some detail. If I put it in a light room or something, take off the shadows, that'd be a pretty good picture. But look at the fence. Now, would you call that pincushion? Oh well. And then there's another one. That's a pretty good shot right there. That's at 100 millimeter, okay? And I got it at, I think, 100%. Yeah. And if I get back here, you can see a little bit of the deer right here and a little bit of the deer right there. It's hard to make out in the shadows, but if I do 100%, move down, there's one in the back one. There's the one I was looking at and the mother. So there they are. There's a whole bunch of deer inside this yard. And this is the trashiest part of the neighborhood, but anyway, the guy's probably been living there forever. So this deer is bolting. I had the first electronic curtain on, and that's what was spooking them. So I went to silent mode after that, okay? And this is at 100%, and this is at 100 millimeters, okay? But if I go all the way to 200%, a little blurry, but you can see the animals are startled. 300%, still a good picture. And then of course, 400%. I think that's the maximum. But you can start seeing the blurriness and stuff. And you can see all the different deers. You know, they're nice and calm. They're all looking at me, and then they heard the curtain. They just bolted. And this one I like. He was staring right at me. But that's a nice shot, isn't it? Now that's a shot. That's what I should make the YouTube on. That one right there. Isn't that gorgeous? And if I do it at 200%, 300%, and this is at 100 millimeters, all right? 1/100th of a second, 5/6 aperture. So, you know, I'm learning my craft, but I'm more of a videographer, but I thought I'd just throw in some pictures. And this is another shot. Is at 100 millimeters also. This is also, so I took like 2 or 3 in a moment. Okay, this is a little out of focus. Okay. If you can see what's in focus, the tree. All right. So it does get out of focus now and then. There's the deer. I had a good shot, but I was hitting the wrong button, and I got it behind the tree. I was trying to anticipate, and then I realized he got at the tree. See? I'm still learning. There's one in the shadows. This one right here. If I go 100%, she's in focus. But I try to make a wide field view where she's in the foreground, and then I try to get all the deer that was stationed right here. Now they're more curious looking at me, probably looking for some food. And here's some other deer. And see, this is at 100%. So you can see, wasn't in focus. Not that well anyway. And if I go to the next one, now that's in focus, okay? 100%. And what I love is the babies have the spots on her. She still looks good, but it looks like she's losing some weight. All right, it's hot out there, and more deer die from starvation than they do killed by hunters or hit by cars. Okay? And then, of course, there's coyotes in the area also. This is Texas, folks. My sister had a bobcat or something chasing the deer in her part of the town on the northwest side. I live on the northeast side. And my brother Sam, he lives on the southwest side, and he has everything down there. So, but anyway, these are great shots right here. If I do it, I would say 400%. Let's see, yeah. All right, look at this. Look how sharp this baby doe is. All right, let's go to see if I can see the mother. Yep, look at that. Look at the hair. Now, look how sharp this is. This is 400 millimeter, folks. This is at f9, 1/400 of a shutter speed. And if I go, that's a great shot right there. 100%. That's even a better shot. And I could shrink it a little bit. Like that. That's not bad at all. That's a great shot also. And some of these I have a movie. And you see? Okay, so these are all JPEGs. I wonder if I selected any movies. Okay, here's another one. Yep, going behind a tree running. But I got the silent shutter on. That's a pretty good shot. And in the shadows and stuff, it's not as clear. That's pretty clear right there. Oh yeah, 200%, 300. That's still kind of clear. So with this lens, it's an excellent lens. Yeah, I'm just skipping ahead, folks. All right, this is a great shot. $2. And they're looking the other way. But notice how they're out of focus. And I was trying to get them, and the focus went to here. I should have put it on autofocus 3, where I'm used to. But I got pictures of this bush here also. And then there was a whole bunch of cars here, either for football or for a church service. But walk down that street. And yeah, they're still looking away. I got a little bit of the birds. Let's put it. Yeah, trying to get the birds. Wasn't a good shot. Turning their heads. So the dynamic range and the shadows I love. Look at the tree, how crystal clear that is. You can see the car a little bit out of focus. This is what I was focusing on. And you'll see the birds also. This one I think is in focus. the deer's in focus, the tree's in focus. So when I was half shuttering speed, um, it had this highlighted here all the way to, I think, this bird. So it was amazing. I don't know if it was confused, if it was looking for an animal or something else. But that's a great shot. Just moving along here. And I love the different colors, the vehicles. And this is a nice, quiet neighborhood. But all right. And then I got the, all right. So, I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was on that one. So I'm going to show you the buck. He was trying to mate with that gal right there. She ran away. But I love this shot right here. I do 100%. Isn't that neat in the background? So that's a little bit out of focus, but you know, they're in the shadows too. I could probably put in a Lightroom and put this back at regular size. So I'm just speeding up here. Now, guess what I was looking at? I had the 16 millimeter, okay, 1/60th at f8. You know what I was looking at? Can you tell? Let's go to 100%. It's coming clearer, isn't it? Let's get a little bit closer. Yep, look at that. You don't even see the wire that they're on. So it looked like, when I came up, it looked like two specks floating in air. Then I realized they were on the telephone line. But you don't see the line, right? Isn't that awesome? Look at that. You still can't see it. And at 400%? No. I mean, they're a little bit blurry, but what happened to the line? So I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if it was like contrast detection, but there they are. That little bitty spot right there. And imagine just a line going this way. If you follow this line. All right. But it's totally gone. Isn't that something? So I did it again. Same thing. Now, I changed it to a different setting, kind of like high dynamic range, all right? So let's see what happens here. 100%. I still see no lines. I see this one barely. But I don't see the one that, yeah, this is the one that they're on. So you can see it just a little bit better. And that's a cloud, by the way. So if I increase it a little bit more. See, you can barely see the line now. All right? And it goes to there. Isn't that something? And that's a cloud. All right. And then one more. Well, 300%, 400%. So you can see the line now. Okay? But I like the dynamic range. But what do you see wrong? Guess what, folks? Rolling shutter. So when you're clicking the shutter button, this will happen too. I thought I'd point that out. Yeah. Unique effect, isn't it? And there they are again. All right. So I love this plant. I don't know what it is. Maybe you can tell me down below. Or you can see what's in focus. And if I go back to the original, You can see basically the whole plant. And that's a better shot right there. So this is with the 16 millimeter, 180 the shutter speed at f8. Okay? And if I go to 100 or 50%, 67%, 100%, 200, 300, 400. 400% and it's still clear. Isn't that something? It's a good lens, that 16 millimeter. Let's see where it's kind of focusing on. Right about here. Maybe in the center. I don't know. And then this is a far off view. %. Let's see where I got it focused. Probably right here in the center. But still, that's a pretty big bush, but it's on the 16 millimeter, folks. So, I'll get out of this program. Go back here. Okay. I think it was a success with the external power bank. I didn't have to worry about any batteries, okay? Everything was fine. Yes, there was a little overheating when I ran some videos for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, but that was tops, okay? Next video, I'll show the videos, or I'll show the recordings, okay? And it's excellent. Yeah, it was hot out there, but it was kind of like pre-golden hour, so this is the golden hour right now, because sunset is happening right now. But I'll get back out there with the camera, with the 50 millimeter and I think the 24. I already shown the 28 and the the 400. I believe I have the 35 also. I'll show the 35. And wear my cap and mess up my hair. But anyway, I hope you like this type of content. If you like it, please give me a like, subscribe. Any questions or comments, please put it down below. Thank you for watching. And remember, stay safe. Keep smiling. And until next time, I'll see you then. Goodbye.